Hello and welcome to this episode of Senior Living. We are fully into summer, and in fact we still have a few weeks of summertime left, and we want to make sure that we take as much advantage as we can of this beautiful Verde Valley weather, all of the opportunities. But as we're sneaking into fall, there are a lot more things going on that take into consideration all of the beautiful, beautiful scenery we have here in the Verde Valley. I was noticing a posting for the Clarkdale Park, the park at the gazebo, and how some of the leaves are changing. So it's a reminder, let's get all of those last minute things in that we can enjoy and get ready to enjoy the rest of 2012. To that end, we have a very special guest on Senior Living today to talk about the autumn semester at the Osher Lifelong Learning Center at Yavapai College. Mr. Jerome Thailing, I want to welcome you to Senior Living. Thank you very much for joining us. And we have been fortunate enough to have a couple of different guests from the Osher Lifelong Learning Center, Ollie. Mm-hmm. We've had Mr. Garvey. We've had a couple people over this summer. And we have a lot to look forward to here at the Sedona and Verde Valley campus for things going on this fall. Let's talk just a little bit about what, there were some changes over the summer, some remodeling at the Verde campus.
Absolutely. They've been hard at work with remodeling since early May, and they've done a wonderful job. Construction is still in progress, however. Mm-hmm. The grounds are probably going to be the last thing to finish, and they're working in some of the buildings also. Mm-hmm. But I am aware that all of the classrooms that Ollie will be using are available, so we're ready for the winter, the autumn semester. Yes. Well,
and there are a lot of classes that Ollie makes available to our residents here, to the seniors throughout the not just seniors. I shouldn't say that. Mm-hmm. To those that can benefit from some of those classes. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. We have more offerings in this autumn catalog, which is out currently, than we've ever had. There's over 100 classes and workshops between the Clarkdale campus and the Sedona campus.
There are several different topics in here, and this is what one of the fall schedules looks like. You can pick these up at the college, or you can request one online, correct?
They are available online, but you can go to Building I and talk to Ginger Lindquist. She'll be able to help you out with looking at the catalog and actually registering also.
Tell us a little bit more about the classes that are available.
There is quite a variety of classes for just about anybody. There's going to be a subject that they can get interested in, making sense of Medicare, for instance. There's Tarot classes. There is News and Views, which is probably our most popular class, and it centers on current events. There's history classes, the ranking of the presidents. There's hiking classes, there's art classes, and of course there's classes on religion and spirituality also.
Excellent. You are one of the several facilitators, and facilitators are volunteers that offer their instruction. Do I understand that correctly?
Absolutely. We have a very limited paid staff that takes care of administrative duties, but 90% of the work is done by volunteers who are in it because they are passionate about their subjects and what they are doing. That's why we're there. That's why I'm there.
And your passion then is?
My passion is subjects on philosophy, psychology, religion, spirituality. Those are the types of classes that I really get interested in. But I also have been doing a series of classes on movies. The movie class that I'm going to be doing in the autumn semester is the movie that won the Academy Award for Best Picture and Best Actor in 2000. That's American Beauty. Very interesting story.
So you have a whole series of classes on the movie.
Well, I am personally. Other people. There is going to be another class on a movie coming up too. It's called it's the movie The King's Speech.
Wow.
So another facilitator is going to be doing that one.
So the classroom is not like I remember it. That's for sure.
Oh no, no homework, no tests. No books, although some facilitators and teachers do suggest that we do some reading, but it's not required, certainly.
That's absolutely amazing. One of the things that you and I have briefly talked about it, and I have heard it from several of my friends and acquaintances that have taken advantage of some of the classes. One of the things that Ollie allows people to do is become involved in something. And for various reasons, that's a huge part of our lives, and it needs to be that socializing and learning and continuing to take advantage of things like that.
Absolutely. There are abundant opportunities to teach classes, to take classes, to get yourself involved in community activities. We're working strongly with both the libraries in Cottonwood and in Sedona with putting on programs also. So we're continually looking for community involvement. It's very important for us.
Right. So as an Ollie facilitator, I'm thinking about people that may want to get involved. There's all kinds of classes to take advantage of, but how do you become a facilitator?
Come up with an idea to do a class on. That's basically how I started it. I had a particular passion with, my first class was called Who or What is God? And it's something that I've been immersed in my whole life in one way, in exploring through religion or through spirituality, the question of who or what is God. So my very first class was on that subject, and it was quite interesting. I did it for 2 semesters.
So again, the classroom is not what it used to be, but once you take advantage of some of the classes that are available, it could spawn all kinds of new ideas for each individual that takes the class, and therefore could turn itself into a class of its own.
Absolutely. Whatever ignites passion in people is what gets facilitators to do classes. And that passion is transferred to the people who are in the class. For instance, my classes, I tailor strictly as discussion groups. There is no lecturing at all for me. I'm very interested in getting everyone involved in being part of the class. It's not like I'm teaching anybody.
Right. I'm going to get involved, what can I look forward to? There are probably, I know over the summer it seems like there were about 14 different classes that I recall on the summer schedule. Any idea approximately how many classes are available during the fall session?
The autumn semester, this fall semester coming up, there's 100 classes total.
Oh, that's amazing.
Some of them are 1 or 2 day workshops, but the majority are what we call learning groups, and they're anywhere from 4 to 6 to 8 weeks.
Great opportunity for everyone. What else is coming up for Ollie that everybody should be aware of?
Well, we have our open house in Sedona on Friday, September 14th, and the Verde Valley at the Clarkdale campus, the open house is on Tuesday, September 18th. So we encourage everyone to get out there and find out what classes are being given. The facilitators who are giving those classes will be there to talk about what they're going to be doing in these classes. So it's good for everyone to just mix and mingle.
So the open house is open to, you don't have to be an upcoming student to be able to attend the open house.
Well, anybody is. It is open to the public, absolutely. Right. And we're encouraging people to come so they become members and take classes, absolutely.
Ollie is truly kind of an attitude. Once you become involved, it seems like everybody that I've talked to is truly an Ollie member. It's not just I'm taking that class, they're a member. Oh,
I've gotten addicted to it. I started taking classes about 6 years ago, and the classes themselves were wonderful in themselves. But since this is my 3rd semester, 3rd year doing facilitating classes, and it's really got me hooked now. I come up with new ideas for every semester. I've not repeated a class yet, and I'm on the Sedona board, the council, and my life has been so enriched by my involvement with Ollie.
Well, I can certainly honestly add to Yavapai College's slogan has been Life Explored. Osher Lifelong Learning Center, Ollie, continues that effort, and we should all take advantage and go out there and explore life. Thank you so much, Mr. Thieling, for being here with us.
Well, thank you.
And we look forward to hearing a lot more from you in the future.
Okay, thank you, Pam.
Thanks again. Got a lot more coming up. Stay tuned.
You meet other people of your age or older. They are still active and interested. This gives you a bit of a boost too. I'm taking an art class and football for feminists. Yavapai College, Life Explored.
I have a bachelor's degree already. I have a career job. When I realized I wasn't happy, I decided that I was going to go back and attend art school, which is something I had always wanted to do. I really have explored new avenues in my life. Yavapai College, Life Explored.
My mom's a hardcore enabler. I first realized it when she said we should have a party at our house.
Have fun tonight? You ready?
She even got my dad to say
Just
okay.
lighten up a little bit.
She's so hooked on enabling that my friends think she's their buddy. She doesn't care. Why should I?
Enabling is a drug. Get help. The partnership at drugfree.org.
Welcome back to Senior Living, and as I promised, we have a lot more great fun things to talk about. We have talked to many different people and gotten to experience parts of the viticulture industry in the entire Verde Valley. But of course, one of the more fun things is to take advantage of the wine tasting and the sampling and all of the great wineries and tasting rooms that are available. To celebrate that, the Sedona Wine Fest is in its third year, I believe, and we're going to find out more about that. We want to welcome Gigi Rock. She is the promoter, the guru that makes Wine Fest possible each year. Gigi, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Am I right? Is it the third year?
No, it's actually the fourth year.
Okay, well, I was close.
You were
There's
very
been
close. You remember the third year, don't you?
I do.
Yes.
Well, kind of. Yes, I do remember the third year.
Yes, we're going into our fourth year, and I'm just not the only person working on it. We have 6 board members that we come together the month right after Sedona Wine Fest is over, and we start digging in to create the new Wine Fest. And this one's bigger and better. We have a lot more vineyards coming in. We have a new juried art exhibition that's going on that we've never had before. And we also have we have a new cigar bar out there so people can enjoy their cigars and their wine.
Wow.
And yeah, so it's an all new environment, 11,000 square feet. We have 16 vineyards coming in, over 60 wines for people to taste. We have exhibitors out there to sell their wares, from jewelry to wine supplies.
The location couldn't be much better. The views from that vista, from the airport vista, it's just a great experience. No matter what part of it you like the best, what part you take advantage of, but it's really a nice area.
Yeah, we're at the very top at the airport. We call it the Airport Vista. And of course, you can see all of Sedona when you're standing out over at the edge there and looking out. Great sunsets. We're open 11 to 5 daily, so I think the sun starts to go down a little bit sooner than what it is now. And I'm hoping, and we're all hoping, that it's a little cooler than what it was last year. We've had a great monsoon. So last year was a little toasty, but we do have air conditioning inside. And we're just hoping that it's a little bit cooler this year for everyone to come out.
And that has been a factor, but do explain, it's not strictly outdoor without any kind of protection. That you do have the big event tents. That's where everything is held at, correct?
Right. We have, our tent is bigger this year. It's 11,000 square feet. So we'll have food vendors and our vendors all inside, air conditioning. Outside, this year we have awnings from our treatment last year of the sun. Everyone was like, to be outside, you just need to have an awning over you. So we have awnings, we have outdoor seating, indoor seating. So it's very comfortable when you're there. We have live music going on Saturday and Sunday, so I don't think it could get any better than that.
Yeah. We've been fortunate enough, as the wine industry here in the Verde Valley has grown, we have gotten to take advantage of some really great venues, some great areas to celebrate the industry. And I know that it seems to me, and a couple of them have been around for a little while, but it seems to me that that you guys, in getting the Sedona Wine Fest put together, were really on the ball and started off with a pretty big bang.
Yeah, we didn't want to go small. We wanted to go big. And sometimes we look at ourselves at night and go, who decided to do it this big? But we did. We did decide to go big, and we wanted to make it a little bit more elegant. Most of the wine fests around here are a lot of fun. They have great wines, but they go outside of Arizona. All our vineyards are, and all our wines are Arizona grown. So that's what we like to showcase, is the vineyards that are local to our state. And we did go big this year, real big.
Excellent. Well, we're going to enjoy it, I'm quite sure. How many wineries are represented?
We have about 16 wineries this year, and we have about 60 wines. We also have this year premier tasting that you've never seen before, which is very exciting. It's roped off this whole area that will be just with about 6 or 7 premier wines from Arizona with special pricing. So those who want to get in on it can check out the website and see what we have there.
That's just amazing. That's a big addition, I think. And entertainment, you said both days. Throughout the day, just one major entertainer?
We have 2 different ones. We have Zazu on Saturday and Susanna Martin on Sunday. They will perform from 11 to 5, with, of course, intermissions and stuff going on. But and then we have live music that's brought in as well to keep everyone happy while they're out there.
That sounds great. And as you mentioned, any estimation of how many vendors are going to be there with their different foods and jewelry?
We limit it, so we're not overlapping in foods in any direction. So we only have 4 vendors in food, and then we have, I'm going to say, a dozen vendors that will sell retail things from wine accessories to jewelry. So there's a lot that goes on out there. We are dog friendly, so folks do bring their dogs in, and we do have water and that available for them. We also have a senior discount that goes on for our seniors at the door and online. And there's just a lot of great things going on out there.
I think that a couple of things that you mentioned, if the weather cools off just a little bit more, and the fact that it is dog friendly, it's just a great kind of relaxing kind of atmosphere that you don't have to worry about too much water for the dogs. I think that speaks very loudly to the efforts you guys have put into making this so successful.
Well, we really want to make it so people can come out and enjoy it. And we know there's a lot of people out there who love their dogs, and they take their dogs everywhere they go. They're like children. So they're easier to actually handle than children. And so they come in, and we had several dogs last year. We didn't have an abundance of them, but there was 2 or 3 in. They didn't roam free. We asked to keep them on a leash, but they were taken care of, and of course people just loved petting them. Wow. With their wine.
Yeah. It's a great environment. Saturday and Sunday, September 22nd, 23rd,
23rd, 22nd, 23rd?
Yes.
I apologize.
22nd, 23rd?
Exactly.
Okay, we're right. All right. 22nd, 23rd, 11 to 5, both days. And Sedona Airport, the Vista, which is absolutely gorgeous.
Right.
More information at sedonawinefest.com. That's been on the screen a couple times. And Gigi, I'm sure, like many, many, many hundreds of other people, I am looking forward to it.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you there.
I will be there. You have good luck these next couple of weeks, and we will see you in a few weeks out there.
Absolutely. Thanks so much,
for being
Pam.
on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
More to come. Stay tuned after these messages from our sponsor.
Hi, I'm Ben Bueller, owner and funeral director at Bueller Funeral Homes. My grandfather once told me, you can serve a family selfishly once, or treat them right and serve that family for generations.
Bueller Funeral Home has been serving Arizona families for 3 generations with affordable and reasonable services. Bueller Funeral Home feels a funeral should be as unique and personal as the individual it honors, whatever your choices, your traditions, or your budget.
Now, some action from the courts. Billie Jean King renewing her rivalry with Arthritis. First set, furious volley, and right to the net for a winner. Beautiful forehand there. Arthritis, stunned. And here, match point. Billie Jean with the ace, taking it in straight sets. Afterwards, a jubilant Billie Jean King.
Tennis is a weapon for me with arthritis. There's nothing like it for me to hit a ball, run to the ball, anytime, any court. I'm ready. Let's go.
What's your weapon against arthritis? Find out at fightarthritispain.org.
2 outs with a runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to this episode of Senior Living. We have talked about the Sedona Wine Fest that's coming up. We've talked about taking some classes at Yavapai College's Osher Lifelong Learning Center, or just get involved. But I want to make some announcements I want to make everybody aware. September is National Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. And because of that, there are many different options available for people to take care of themselves, one of which is the prostate cancer screening that's available through the Cancer Centers of Northern Arizona. Our next guest is going to give us a little bit more information about what we can do to take care of ourselves. Virginia Viol is an oncology social worker at the Cancer Center at the Sedona Medical Center. Welcome to Senior Living, and thank you for being here. Right off the bat, real quickly, we know that there's a cancer screening, prostate cancer screening coming up. And
next week.
Yeah, let's mention that date, and we can, we can talk a little bit more about that. What's the date on the screening?
The date is Thursday, September 13th, from 4 until 7.
Correct.
And there still are some appointment types available, and you need to call the number in the Village of Oak Creek, 928-204-4933 to schedule your appointment. There's, as I say, 52 slots still open, and we typically it takes about 15 minutes, and it's a free screening, so whether you have insurance or not is not important. And it's very important to be screened so that you can be caught early in the process, because prostate cancer is 99% curable for a five-year survival rate of 99% when it's caught early. So that's the motivator to get in and get it tested.
Right. There's been a lot of information. Well, the research that's been done, first of all, we have to acknowledge that the cancer organizations have done a great job to be able to get this research done and provide the information. And the fact that it's one of those things, when you hear the word cancer, typically there's not a good positive reaction, but prostate cancer is one of the more manageable diseases, and it's so important that we take advantage of that. What are some of the statistics as far as, you said it's 99% curable if detected early. And what is defined as early?
Men between the ages of 50 and 75 should talk with their doctor and make an informed decision about getting screened. Because the earlier that you get, and also men of age 45 who have a history of prostate cancer in their family should talk with their doctor about getting the screening done before age 50.
Right.
And it definitely affects black men more frequently, so they should be talking with their doctors about
more regular
screening as well.
When we mentioned the Cancer Center is based off of the Sedona campus of the medical center,
That's
correct?
Right.
But there are screenings here in the Cottonwood area.
The screening is going to be done at Verde Valley Medical Center in Cottonwood on Thursday the 13th. And you come in the main entrance to the hospital, and you register and you're in and out in 15 or 20 minutes. So not a big time commitment.
Right, exactly. And I think that that's important to mention. While these kinds of screenings can be performed at an annual physical exam and should be after we reach a certain age, but it's just that when we don't necessarily want to make the appointment, and it's a little more time commitment to go in and get the complete physical, you can take advantage of these services.
And the fact that it's free. And we have many men that put things off because they don't have insurance or some financial reason, and you can't beat this because it is free and very quickly done. I do see that it seems like many men's wives are the ones that make the appointments and get them there, but but men are learning and they're trainable and can get themselves to the appointments.
Well, I'm going to suggest that whether it's the wife or the children or the next door neighbor, whatever it takes to get them there to take advantage of this would be a good thing.
It would. It definitely would, especially since we know how treatable it is and that the outcome can be very favorable. And each year we've been doing it. We do catch some people that need further scrutiny by their doctor, and they get in and get treated and have a very good outcome. So that's the good part of the story.
We're very fortunate that we have this type of resource available to us here in the Verde Valley. We know, as we mentioned, that September is National Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. October goes right into
Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Absolutely. Yes. And there, again, the efforts to combat cancer in its many and varied forms is a pretty valiant effort by Northern Arizona Cancer Center as well.
Yes, and we do have the state-of-the-art technology. We do in our center IMRT for treating it with radiation. There are many other options, surgical and hormonal, and radiated seeds that they can use. So it's not, you have many choices of how to treat it once you find out that you need to have it treated.
And I think one of the things that I've been told, a few people that I know have had to go through some of these kinds of things. The counsel, I don't want to say counseling necessarily, but there are resources available through the Cancer Center for people to help figure out exactly what it is they want to do for their treatment and to do all the follow-up. Is that correct?
Exactly, yes. That's one of the roles of the oncology social worker. We meet with people to talk about their fears and about their options, and of course the doctors consult about all of the different options available to people.
So while there is a lot of fear, the word invokes a lot of fear, there is a lot available out there. Virginia Viola, we want to say thank you for coming in and talking with us about this. If you are a family member or a friend or a spouse, get those guys over to the Sedona Cancer Center, to Verde Valley Medical Center. Take advantage of the opportunity available for early detection. Again, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we're going to take a short break, visit with our sponsors, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Stay tuned.
If spirit means you feel good, then I've accomplished that goal, because I do feel good physically and I feel good mentally. My name is Bob, and I'm a lifelong learner at Yavapai College. life explored.
I think it's just a time where you become who you are. You have to learn what really makes you, defines you. Exploring life, trying new things, following your dreams. My name is Ryzen. I'm a student at Yavapai College. Life explored.
My mom's a hardcore enabler. I first realized it when she said we should have a party at our house.
Have fun tonight? You ready?
She even got my dad to say
Just
okay.
lighten up a little bit.
She's so hooked on enabling that my friends think she's their buddy. She doesn't care. Why should I?
Enabling is a drug. Get help. The partnership at drugfree.org.
Welcome back, and we are very fortunate to visit with someone who's been here before, actually. This time we're going to talk about, we happen to notice, we always kind of keep track of what bike runs, motorcycle runs are going on in the Verde Valley. They're kind of fun, and it's fun to see the different organizations that are involved with that. The one coming up particularly caught my interest. It's the Fire and Steel Dice Run. And we are going to learn all about that from Sue Rutherford, our Executive Director of Trauma Intervention Program of Arizona.
Yes, well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Right, we have been able in the past, we've learned a little bit about Trauma Intervention Program and the wonderful things that you do and the trainings, that type of thing. Yeah. But you have to have funds to be able to do all of that. Fortunately for everyone, the Verde Valley Fire organizations have kind of stepped up a little bit too, correct?
Yes, yes. And actually this is our 7th annual Fire and Steel Dice Run. So it's one of our major fundraisers for our nonprofit program. Excellent. And so we're very excited about it.
Excellent.
Yes. And it's Saturday, September 29th. The run, it's for motorcycles, for ATVs, for vehicles, auto vehicles, also cars. So we start at the hospital, Verde Valley Medical Center, and we go around Verde Valley. So it'll be Clarkdale and Cottonwood and Jerome. And we also go into Sedona and Cornville some. So it's a run there, and we have different stops they stop at. They roll dice, you know, and they have this little card and they collect. And then our end party, which is at the Clarkdale Moose Lodge.
Right.
We have a party there with a band and music and raffles and so on. And then they can see who had what is called the high hand, and so who the big winner is or who the low winner is. And so it's just a big fun event for us. We have dinner, we have music. The band is called the Mods, and they're kind of a classic rock band. Some of our raffles I wanted to mention. We have what's called Firefighter for a Day raffle. So people can raffle off for the different fire agencies around here and go be firefighter for a day. So they get to dress up in, you know, the gear and go out and do different things. So that's usually a big hit.
That sounds like it would be. Yeah. So are raffle tickets on sale ahead of the event, or they're on sale during the event?
Yes, they are on sale ahead of the event, and they can just stop by any of the fire stations in the area, you know, around Verde Valley and Sedona should have them there. Or they can call us.
Okay.
For that, which is 928-445-4655. But usually just stopping by a fire station is probably the easiest.
So even if for some reason you're not able to go on the ride or participate that day, you can still support the Trauma Intervention Program by purchasing the raffle tickets.
That's right. Yes, they can purchase raffle tickets, or even if they don't want to go on the run and they want to just go to the after party where we're going to have food and so on, they can come there, and it's only $10 to get in for the entertainment, the food, and so on. To ride in the run, it's $20 a rider or $15 for the passenger. So it's usually very fun. I have to say, the first time we did it, I was a little intimidated because I didn't know if some of these motorcycle people, how they would react to me, but they are just the most fun, friendly people, and it's just a blast. I look forward to it every year.
I think we've learned, and I can't speak to outside the Verde Valley because I had never been involved with anything like that, but having been involved with several runs,
yeah.
Everybody in the Verde Valley, everybody up here for sure is supportive of many of the local charities. Yeah. But when they are riding for a cause, nothing is going to get in their way.
That's right. They're very giving people, very giving. And so we just love seeing them every year and at the event, and we have a lot of fun.
So $20 to ride. $20 to be the driver of a bike or a vehicle.
Yes.
$15 to ride with somebody else.
Yes.
Or $10 if you're not going to ride at all, but you're going to go take advantage of the dinner.
And they can just stop by and put in for raffles. The other thing, if we have time, we have a contest going on that's called the Bra Art Contest. There's a outlet in Sedona, the Haynes outlet over there, and they do a bra art contest every year. So they give you a bra, you can stop by, you decorate the bra, then the bras are taken back to the store by September 15th, and there's a contest. So the public votes on the best decorated bra, and then they win a gift certificate to the store. But all the bras are then being donated to us, and we're raffling them off at this event.
So you could do that right now. Go pick up a bra and decorate it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yes. Oh, and that is going to be hysterical.
Do you display all of them in the event?
Yes.
How fun.
And we're going to display all of them and then raffle them off, which ought to be a lot of fun.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
So again, we've got raffle tickets are available now, and in addition to the Firefighter for a Day prize, are there some other ones that you can mention, or are you going to keep them a secret?
Oh, well, we have several. We have hotels in like Riverside over in Laughlin. We have some gift cards from Costco, from different restaurants. There's jewelry. There's so many different things that I can't even think of them all right now.
So there are so many different ways that you can have fun this day.
Yes.
Knowing that you are supporting the great cause of supporting the trauma intervention program and all of the work that you guys do.
Yes.
Excellent. Is there a particular, you said this is one of your major fundraisers for the entire year. Is there a particular new challenge that faces trauma intervention program that this will help toward?
Yes, actually it will help toward training. I have found in the last couple years that it's harder to get volunteers. I think people during these times are having to concentrate more on work, caring for their parents, moving for a new job, things like that. So we have to hold more training. And we do have one coming up October 25th. But because of that, we need more funds to print the manuals, to advertise for the volunteers, things like that. So it's a great support for that.
Right. The training coming up October 25th, is that in the Prescott area? Or
no, that's over here in the Verde Valley area.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to encourage everybody to be involved with the Fire and Steel Dice Run. I think first of all, you couldn't have much more fun. It sounds great. Yeah. Secondly, I think that the event itself, the ride, if you're involved in that, is so awesome. But the Moose Lodge, that's what great supporters of other charities that they've become. They really are involved in all of that.
Oh, they're huge, and several of them sit on our committee. They donate a lot of time. They're actually going to be donating the Moose Lodge for us to hold meetings and trainings and so on, along with Verde Valley Fire District. Right. All the fire agencies are huge in helping us out, along with the Moose Lodge.
First of all, a big shout out to all of those organizations that help make this so successful. Ride, buy raffle tickets, get involved with it. Go pick up a bra and decorate it. That should be so much fun. Yeah. And stay stay in touch with tipofaz.org. You can check out the different fundraisers and the different events on myradioplace.com. Sue Rutherford, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. And we'll look forward to this being a big, huge success.
We do too. Thank you.
And you stay tuned, and we are going to check out a little bit of the islands. We'll be back right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Ben Bueller, owner and funeral director at Bueller Funeral Homes. My grandfather once told me, you can serve a family selfishly once, or treat them right and serve that family for generations.
Bueller Funeral Home has been serving Arizona families for 3 generations with affordable and reasonable services. Bueller Funeral Home feels a funeral should be as unique and personal as the individual it honors, whatever your choices, your traditions, or your budget.
You meet other people of your age or older. They are still active and interested. This gives you a bit of a boost too. I'm taking an art class and football for feminists. Yavapai College, life explored.
Spirit means you feel good, that I've accomplished that goal, because I do feel good physically and I feel good mentally. My name is Bob, and I'm a lifelong learner at Yavapai College. Life explored.
Our senior living visits have taken us to a lot of great fun places, and don't you think a trip to the Hawaiian Islands sounds wonderful? Well, we can't really go there just yet, but we can do the next best thing right here in the Verde Valley. The Hawaiian culture is steeped in rich Polynesian history. There's a lot of, there are several versions of the mythical tale of the beginnings of hula, but regardless of its beginning, the fact in general remains that hula is not only dance, but it's language, it's storytelling, and it's one way that the Hawaiian people have been able to maintain their history, passing it generation to generation. Not very willingly, but our next guest moved from Hawaii right here to the Verde Valley because of health reasons, and we're very fortunate that she came here. We are about to meet Kumahula Hula Master, Kehau Chrisman. Welcome.
Aloha.
Thank you for being here with us.
My pleasure.
Tell us a little bit more about you and your background and what you were about.
I was born and raised in Hawaii. I spent 50 years of my life there, and I thought was just to become a hula master, or kumuhula as they call it in Hawaii. You know, just pass on this information. And then my husband developed this heart condition, and he said to me one day, we have to move to the mainland. And I said, what? And so here we are, and so he said that I should teach hula, and I in disbelief, I said, you gotta be kidding me. But I did start a first class, and that's 8.5 years ago, and it's been going ever since. So I've been very grateful for the interest that I find here in the Verde Valley. I have students coming from not only here in the Valley, but coming from Prescott Valley. I have students coming as far as Williams and Flagstaff down here, and I actually go to Flagstaff and Prescott Valley once a month, but I do have students traveling down here once a week from those areas to learn hula from me, and I'm very grateful for the dedication that they've shown.
Right. I think that the one thing that I learned, I did get to visit the islands once a long time ago, and knew this basically, but the fact that hula is not just a swivel the hips kind of dance, which is a great activity. It's a great way to get a little bit of workout, but it's also it's storytelling. It's like many of our native cultures here in their dance and that type of thing. It's beautiful.
You're absolutely right, Pam. The whole idea with hula, why the Hawaiian people even started hula in the beginning, was to pass on the stories from one generation to the next, because we didn't have a written system, written language system, until 1820 when the missionaries came. So hula was our means of passing on those stories, the myths, the legends of Hawaii, from one generation to the other. So I tell my students all the time that this is not just a dance form, that you need to understand what it is that you're dancing, because you need to be the storyteller. You need to go there for that moment in time, for those 3 minutes that you're dancing the song. Go there and see the places that you talk about, because if you see it, then people who are watching you will go there too. And so it's very, they come to me wanting to learn the dance form, but they realize that this is where they have to start, up here in their minds, and it's kind of nice to watch them transition into that.
You mentioned something to me about not only the physical aspect of it and the mental aspect of it, learning the stories and understanding that, but there's a spirituality involved that helps us deal with life in general.
Absolutely. And for many of them, you can actually see the progress that they've made in their lives. So they come to me very shy, or with a lot of hang-ups, and then they realize that those can be overcome because they have persevered. They've had the patience to deal with themselves, and you can see that growth, and it's fascinating.
So you have many students, and you have several different classes where one of the classes that you do is for senior citizens.
Yes.
And that sounds like a great class, but there are others that you do as well.
I do. I actually have about 3 classes here today, and 2 beginning classes on Monday. I have my advanced students that have been with me for 8 years. I meet with them on Tuesday, and they get quite an intensive workout.
Oh, good.
I always say I start at 5:30 and I go until their eyes glaze over. And which usually is
time to quit.
It's about 3 hours, and then I say, okay, it's all right, you can go home now.
That sounds great. Now, you also let me know, and this is something for all of our viewers to keep in mind, there is a beginning class once a year.
I start a beginner's class once a year, where I start from the very beginning, so no hula experience is necessary. They can just come and say, hey, I just want to learn hula, and I take them from the very beginning. This is what hula is about, and this is how you move one step at a time, and just take it slowly that way, and so they're comfortable.
Now, do you have to take the beginning class in order to be part of the senior classes, for instance?
The senior class, no, because the senior class is open enrollment.
Okay.
So I can take new people in any time, and the people who are in the class understand that.
Gotcha.
So if I get a new person, I explain to the class that we just have to slow down, or I also tell the person who's wanting to come into the class, let me know that you want to start, and I'll tell you the best week to start.
Oh, good, yeah.
So that you don't walk in right at the middle or at the end of a song and say, oh my God, I can't do this.
Right. Give them the best opportunity to succeed.
So let's start from the very beginning and work your way through that.
Well, that is, I think all the classes sound wonderful, and then once a year you showcase your students' progress.
We do. It's called a ho'ike in Hawaiian language, and it's like, I call it a recital here. People say, what the heck is a ho'ike? It's a recital, it's an exhibition. It's a chance for all the students to show their friends and family what they have learned all year long. For me, it's a chance for us to practice some of the songs that we will be doing on stage in Phoenix for the Aloha Festival. So a lot of them know that this is our dry run for the main performance in Phoenix in March next year.
Keha, there's a lot of information also on your website, arizonahula.com.
Yes.
And a lot of interesting stuff coming up. And I know that you've got a class waiting on you, so we're going to go ahead and let you get to your class, and we might stick around for a few minutes. But we're going to take a break, and we'll let you join us back in the studios.
Hi, I'm Ben Bueller, owner and funeral director at Bueller Funeral Homes. My grandfather once told me, you can serve a family selfishly once, or treat them right and serve that family for generations.
Bueller Funeral Home has been serving Arizona families for 3 generations with affordable and reasonable services. Bueller Funeral Home feels a funeral should be as unique and personal as the individual it honors, whatever your choices, your traditions, or your budget.
Nothing's wrong as far as I can see. We make it harder than it has to be. And I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. No, no, baby, I can't tell you why.
Incredible. That was absolutely amazing. The guitar. Okay, it was awesome. I really, really enjoyed talking to you guys, but I could probably sit and listen for hours. So what's up next? Give me the dates for the next appearances at the 1012 Lounge.
It's actually this Saturday, February 4th, I believe.
There we go again. Lots going on in Cottonwood and Clarkdale all weekend long.
Yes.
So. And then about monthly, you're up there a couple more times, aren't you?
Exactly.
Okay.
I think we're there again in April. There's also some events coming up in Sedona in April. We just don't have a firm date yet. So I think as the weather warms up, we get busier.
I think that's probably the way it is.
Typically, I think this summer we'll be doing hopefully some of the concerts in the park in Clarkdale. We always have a good time with those.
Those are great.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah. You played once this last summer in Clarkdale. I think I remember that.
We did.
No?
We didn't. No, they do it. They try not to keep
Every
the
other
same
year.
band, so they alternate.
Actually, I don't blame them. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
well, it's
But okay, so this year we're
our
on, right?
year. It's
Okay,
our
it's your
year.
year.
It's our
All right,
turn.
we'll be there. We'll
It's our
definitely
turn.
be there. What else is, if you had to give us one goal that you had for this next year, what's Aces and Eights up to?
Oh boy.
We're in it for the fun. We changed it back when Lori and I played years ago. We did it to supplement our income, and now we try to do it just for the fun. So we bring all the big toys and the lights and the smoke, and try to just. We're really in it for the fun. So it's a whole different.
It's a different perspective on it for sure.
Makes it probably a little more, when you know you don't have other objectives, it does keep it a lot more fun. And I will remind everyone that it shows during your performances. It is always just, it's fun for everybody. And being at different venues, great dance and music. You can get up and work off little week-long frustrations, and you can get a little bit of exercise on top of it, and just get out on the dance floor, or you can just sit and enjoy it. It's pretty interesting. The schedule is definitely on the website, acesn8s.org.
That's right.
All right, and then I've been seeing some posts on Facebook and following you guys, so make sure we keep up with all of that. Everything that's happening. What about, we missed Tim and Mark, wish they could have been here, but I really appreciate the fact that you guys came in, and we definitely want to, hopefully we'll get you back in here. Lots of stuff going on over the summer, and we'll see how that works out. I want to remind everyone to come back and join us, where we hope to continue to entertain and inform you. We want to thank you for watching Senior Living, and we want to listen to Aces and Eights a little bit more. So can we hear one more?
Sure.
All right.
Yes,
Thanks
you
for
very
being here.
much for
Really
having
enjoy
us.
it.